You should multiply the world. That's the first commandment in the
Okay. So then one of the commandments is
The first commandment on the tablet is Anochi Hashem Elokeinu, I am your Lord your God. And then against what Christians do is, and we shouldn't add to me anyone else.
Yes.
So point number one is I am your God. Point number two, don't add to me anyone.
Yes.
Point number three is don't believe in anything else. So even before believing in anything else, what is worse than that is what we call shitvis, is joining God with someone else.
So coming to the question. So since you mentioned there is no
conversation, or can we listen?
Yeah.
Are
you sure?
Yeah.
He's a great man.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I hope I can do this or
As you
whatever.
wish.
I'm loving what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Can I record?
No problem. But record me. He doesn't want to be on a picture.
You don't want to be recording there?
I prefer not to. I want to have a calm discussion.
Yeah. I always ask permission.
No problem. Up to you. So you see here. Did one of the issues? Did the prophets of God, according to the Jews, did they fought people?
Did they?
Did they fought people like David,
did.
Solomon? So they did. Why? Based on what?
Based on what? First of all is, you had a kingdom. That's number one. You had the kingdom of Israel that lasted for 2,000 years.
Okay.
You had, in that area, you had many different wars that happened. Number one. Yeah, so there were wars. That means it's
Wars against who?
wars against, as a political, not even religious, political wars.
So you're saying those prophets of God, they fought for a political reason.
To defend the kingdom of Israel.
So it was political reason. It wasn't a belief reason.
But it was within the belief that God gave you this land, and this is the land that you should defend.
So it was based on faith or based on politics?
It depends on what. In the Torah, there's only against the Amalekites is a war that is for the purpose of war, of a holy war.
That's exactly contradicts what you said earlier, because you said everyone has the right to choose whatever they wanted to choose.
But we believe to defend ourselves.
One second.
No, because you're not understanding.
No, 1 second. Let me finish. I'll finish my part and then you come in, yeah? So when that land wasn't belong to you, at certain point, when that land wasn't belong to you, and according to the commandment of God, which he has ordered the prophet of God, like Moses, to go and literally fight them and to take that land from them. Yes? Correct?
Yes.
Am I right? So it wasn't people defending themselves. It was it was a war. It was an offensive war. It wasn't a defensive war. Yeah?
I agree.
So so the people who were there comfortably sitting there minding their own business. They didn't come to you. They didn't go to Egypt. They didn't do nothing. They were there. They're not like the Egyptian who literally wanted to kill you and kick you out from the country. No, they were in their homeland, staying there, minding their own business. And then, according to the commandments of God, in the Old Testament, which you believe in, commanded them, the Jews, to go and fight them and to take that land from them. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now the question is, let alone what I believe as a Muslim. I believe that was the commandment of God. We have to obey this. No, I have no doubt in this. Yeah, and I believe that Moses, peace be upon him, that he was commanded by God to do that. Yeah, I have no doubt in this. Yeah, and I have no. As a Muslim, I believe that was the true, and that was the thing which he's supposed to do, because he has to follow the commandments of God. Now the question is, according to you, what you mentioned earlier, it is the right of the people to choose whatever they wish. Yeah, to choose their faith, to choose their way of life. Yeah, and then those people, they choose just to live. They just don't want to give their land to the Jews. That's what they want.
Interesting is.
Let me finish. Yeah, and then after you come in. So, and then that literally contradict the concept you said. We are commanded to do it, to take that land from them, and killing people to take it from them. And in the same time, you just mentioned 2-3 minutes ago, you said, no, I'm not, the people that have to choose whatever their faith. Their faith at that time, and their concept and their culture, they just don't want to surrender their land to you. As simple as that.
Simple.
How you could balance these two contradictions?
Interestingly, if you go to the British Museum here, you see from the Canaanites who lived there before the Jews left Egypt, writing back to the pharaohs of Egypt. You have it in the British Museum here, the tablet where they write that the Hebrews are coming in and you should come and defend us, help us against the Hebrews. That's a fact that you have here in British Museum, the tablets back from dating back.
So they were asking people to defend them from you.
Yes. That's so. Now let me go back to the next stages. So that's just a by the way point. on this topic. Now, but when it comes to what you call about every person believing their ways. Now, the main problem that the Torah had with idol worshippers, the main problem was the belief that came with it. The belief that came with idol worshippers was what we call child human sacrifice, was one of the main points that came with their religion.
Yeah, okay.
And as well as many things that from...
So you came to liberate them?
Not we came to liberate them, we came...
By killing the children which they are being sacrificed. So
No,
when
no.
they sacrifice a child, they will sacrifice one, two. You killed everyone.
No.
That's what they have done.
No.
And that's the commandments, which was said, kill every single man, woman, and child. Even the mules, even the cattle. They literally kill every single moving thing there.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So that you said you came because those children, they were oppressed they were being a human sacrifice to their gods, to their false god, which is,
No.
I understand now the point. But the issue is, you didn't even, those people, when they used to kill children, for their gods, false gods, they will kill 1, 2, 3, let's say, if that's true, yeah? But you came, you just literally cleanse everyone. You just finished.
Number one, if that's
Finished
true,
all
I
of them.
understand that point. If that's
KO.
true, that's from your perspective. From our perspective, it is true. And me personally, I never have to. I'm not here to defend the Torah and its perspective, because there's many mefarshim. That means there's many commentary on it. That the terminology the Torah uses is basically it's eradicate their way of life. It didn't literally mean children and
No,
and
it says, no, it
but-
says very clearly.
Yeah, but I'm
It
giving-
says
I'm
here
giving the
clearly.
background.
It says very clearly. He says that kill every single man, woman, and child, and even the mules, even the donkeys, everything, every moving, kill it, the cattle. And there is another commandments that Moses commanded the people according to the commandments of God. Said to the people, said to the Jews, said to them, you kill every woman which is married one, except those ones, the women or the girls who never had any sexual intimacy with a man. You bring them to us. So literally enslave those girls.
No,
to
there's no
them.
such commandment. There's no such
So
commandment.
it's not.
No such
This
commandment.
doesn't exist in the Old
exist.
Testament.
Doesn't exist.
So it doesn't
I'll
exist.
tell you more than that. That means
So
this,
this
the,
doesn't
Torah,
exist.
the Torah says as follows: when it
Okay.
comes to war, and you want to marry a woman from the captive, from the place where you come from,
Yeah.
Now, what you have to do is, number one is, you have to make sure that she dresses in a way that you don't fall in love with her. You have to wait. I don't know how long it is. I think 7 weeks. 7 days you have to wait before you can even connect with her. And there's a whole list of process that you have to do that you should not see that person there as a slave. And more than that is, the second you marry,
She's a slave.
the second you marry,
You literally
that means
enslaved them.
Listen, I'm giving you the facts. The second you marry a woman from any other tribe, that means you bring them into marriage, then they are Jews again. They become into the covenant of Judaism, and with that you can't enslave them anymore. So it's the freedom out of it as well at the same time. But he wants to run, my friend, and we'll finish this whole Malachi war properly. We'll finish it properly and we'll go through it again. But the main point is, when we have to disagree, is I believe that there's salvation for every human being, and you believe once you've done wrong, there's no salvation. But Akhi, have a very good happy new year, as we say.
Anyway, so it was good conversation. I wish you go and read, because these things, when you have this contradiction, that shows there is an issue which needs to be reconsidered.
I will leave the contradictions in Islam to you, and the contradictions.
No problem. Well, this is our conversation was today.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Anyway, so my brothers and sisters, so it was interesting conversation, and I wish that we have learned something today. And jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Where are the brothers who are here? Assalamu alaikum. How are you, akhi? Right? Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, akhi? Right? Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. The brothers here.
كيف حالك يا طيب؟
الحمد لله الله يبارك فيك. كيف الحال؟
ما لحقت ما ادري ايش تكلمتوا عنه.
والله ما خلينا شو بتكلمنا عنه. Okay.
They need Dr. Zakir Naik to be understand. They don't hear. Zakir Naik. They need that one.
Inshallah. May Allah. Yeah. Brother, those are the mics here. Yeah.